Unfortunately, it's been a little over a month since I had to end up leaving my husband. I honestly don't even really know where to start with this, just because it's just such a hard topic. And I honestly thought that by the time I got on here that I wouldn't have any tears left because I've just cried so much. It's like I built this channel and this whole brand around being this man's wife and trying to teach other women how to attract good men and provider men and all these different things. And I truly held my husband, or saw him, as the bar for what every woman should, type of man that, or type of husband that every woman should aspire to have. And I didn't realize that the person I married was actually going to be my biggest nightmare. So basically, when I first met my husband, as I've already talked about in another video, I think it was my single mom video, I explained, a little bit about how we met. And I really thought that that man was my Prince Charming. So when I first met my husband, I thought that he was my Prince Charming. I thought that he was my knight in shining armor, and he portrayed himself to be this amazing, upright, righteous Christian man. And I believed him. I think shortly after we got married, and this is something that I haven't talked about, I started noticing like certain things changed with him. And I just started to see a few things that I didn't like, but I honestly thought that some of these were things that I could get past. It's like sad to even say like I could get past some of these things. I don't even know where to start. 6 weeks ago, I was changing my daughter, my 4-year-old daughter, and
I dare you to let me build you a completely free e-commerce store preloaded with 20.
I noticed that when I changed her, she was red and very sensitive. And immediately, my first thought was, did someone touch her? Oh God.
Warning. This video contains content that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
So I want to put another warning up here is, for child endangerment. We will be talking about that, things, people harming children, and also relationship talks, the negative things around relationships, the red flags. The reason why I'm saying that is because a lot of people are very touchy when it comes to relationship talks, and especially kids. For me, it's the kids. The relationship talks, not so much, but for me, what's triggering to me is the kids. We need to protect the babies, and I really am thinking about the children well-being. I hope that they're fine, but I also want people to say that I also want to tell people down below in the comment area, if you do comment, please have respect for each other. Please do not talk nasty to each other. No foul language. If I see that, I will delete the comment. I'm just gonna put that out there. If you're being too nasty down in the comment area, I will, delete the comment. But let's go ahead and get into this video. Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? It's your girl here, MJ's Nia. Welcome to the channel. So yes, we're going to talk about the new trophy wife. I believe her name is Isis or Isis. Let me know if I'm saying it wrong. I'm gonna try to keep it in order and try to keep it, where you guys can understand. But there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot. Hopefully I can cover all of it. If not, let me know what I missed. But this is some of the stuff that I've been hearing, what I've been seeing online. So this woman, and I remember YouTube recommended this video. It said, I marry a monster. I've been, I watched some of it a little bit. Actually, I watched more than that. I watched more of it on a different account. I don't know why YouTube is tripping, but it's showing that I watched a little bit here. But anyway, YouTube was been recommending this video to me to watch, and because it happened, she told her story 5 days ago, and basically what happened with her daughters, it was 6 weeks ago. So it's very important to keep these numbers in mind because I want to say that a lot of people are confused about what trophy wife mean, and some people think that this just happened like a couple days ago, and it didn't. It happened 6 weeks ago. So I want to first look up, the word trophy wife. What does this mean? So if you Google it, it literally says a young, attractive wife regarded as a status symbol for older man. So you see the picture over here, trophy wife. This is what it is. Some people thought it was a woman, just getting with a rich man, but no, it's actually a woman that gets with the older man because I believe her husband is 50 years old. Yes, honey, I already looked him up. Know his age and everything, y'all. Yes, he's like something like 50 years old, and she's like really young herself. So we're gonna get into it. First thing first, we need to play this video first before I play the young lady's video. I want you guys to know that they're blaming the sprinkle woman for this trophy wife, which I don't understand why, because I guess the trophy wife follows Sheraseven. I think that's her real name. And shout out to Destiny Utah. I've been on her channel before. Make sure you go see the whole video. I'm just gonna play certain parts of it. But before I get in this video, what I want to bring out is people also said that the trophy wife used to watch Kevin Samuel videos as well. And I'll briefly show you some videos. We're gonna talk about her channel and everything, and what the trophy wife is doing, everything about her. Okay, as much as I can. So, like I state, if I miss anything, let me know. But we're gonna play this video, and then we're gonna come back and talk about it.
Actually makes more sense, but I need you guys to see their creator. So we're going to see the original lady Sheraseven responded about. Then we're going to see a lady that gave on a popular opinion, and Sheraseven responded to our video, and also Sheraseven also shared more light, which we're going to get. You just need to watch video. You'll see multiple videos where Sheraseven was responding to this drama. Anyway, guys, let's go check out this video and then we'll come back and talk more.
Now, I love me a nice sprinkle kiki, but I am genuinely terrified for younger and impressionable women in our society who run with the whole sprinkle provider male mentality, and that's literally all they're searching for in a potential suitor. I watched the Trophy Wives video, and as a mom myself, my heart absolutely breaks for her and her family. But I love that this has sparked a conversation about the detriments to the sprinkle mentality, the provider male mentality, and just things that we as women need to be careful and look out for when choosing to date with a hypergamous mindset. Provision does not start and end with finances. A man providing for you financially is truly the bare minimum. And I think that's why as women, it's so important to develop yourself financially, emotionally, spiritually, because I think that gives you the clarity to really see that like financial provision is the bare minimum that I could ever ask for from a man. How is that man protecting me spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically? Is he a man capable of providing the fatherly characteristics that I would need for my children? I think the problem with this sprinkle thing is that a lot of women are dating out of desperation. And when you date and marry out of desperation, what you see, you see. For my younger ladies out there, Louis is not worth the detriment to your mental health. Louis is not worth the devastation it can cause to your children and your children's children. The man you choose to partner with will either propel you further into your destiny or hold you back and truly be the cause for your destruction. Choose wisely. Watched the Trophy Wives video, and as a mom myself, my heart absolutely breaks for her and her family. But I love that this has sparked a conversation about the detriments to the sprinkle mentality.
If anybody marries somebody after 1 week, they dumb. I'm sorry. Sprinkle. If you dumb enough to do that, I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry. But if you're sitting out there, you learned everything from me. Did you learn how to be smart? Did you learn how not to be desperate? You didn't learn from me. Did you hear when I said stop being desperate? Did you hear when I said don't be a pygmisha? Did you hear when I talked about background checks? Did you hear when I talked about all this other stuff? About not dealing with men if you have kids until they're old and grown enough to speak for themselves and be in school and whatnot. Did you not hear when I said all of that? Don't blame me. I tell people all the time, don't say my name if you are desperate and being pygmisha. Don't claim me. If you are desperate and you're not smart enough to get the bag, flip the money, have options. If you stupid, don't claim me. If your IQ is low, please don't claim me. I teach women to be smart, not desperate. If you're desperate, don't claim me.
Let me know what you think about Sheraseven's response to this. I feel like I get where Sheraseven is coming from, where this sprinkle lady is coming from, because if you listen to one thing people are not understanding is that when it comes to Sheraseven, she tells you how to manipulate a man, but not to be a fool for a man or a pygmisha or a pygmy. That's not what it's saying. If you listen to what she said, she tells you how to, like, if you're going to humble yourself, you're humbling yourself because it's a manipulation tactic for you to get what you want from the man, not because you are that is who you should be. I don't know if I'm making sense. Like if Sheraseven said, oh, act naive, it's not because you're naive, it's not because she wants you to be naive. She's telling you to act naive to get to that whatever you need to get. And yes, I've heard a couple of times, okay, some of our clips, I've heard Sheraseven talk about how women should not involve their children in any form of dating that they're doing. I've heard that. So hearing the new Trophy Wife come out to say how she has been motivated by Sheraseven, Kevin Samuels and all that, I'm just like, okay, I get it, but I still have a lot of unpopular opinion about this lady because so much has come out about her. And shout out to this creator, which I will leave her name there. She really helped me to feel him because I don't consume those type of content. I am not into the Trophy Wife type of content. It's not if that's your cup of tea, it's your cup of tea, but I am not. So I don't really consume those type of content. But there are people that consume those type of content that knows her, and a whole lot of story is coming out talking about how she barely knows the man and all other thing, which this other creator was able to really digest and actually had some valid points to say about what she said about her following and sprinkle teachings and where she is at now. And so we're going to hear this creator's response to it, like what she has to say, because I feel like what she has to say is very valid, especially to single moms and people that are into the trophy wife aesthetics and life. I feel like this video is very important. This particular video we're going to see it next is very important. And also Sheraseven responded to this creator's video, which we're going to get to it. Sheraseven hardly respond to dramas and all that, but this one she had to speak up. Okay, so let's check it out.
So the trophy wife got on eHarmony looking for a high value man. Matched with a dude with a 20-year age gap.
Whoa.
Was dating him, but they were dating other people, nothing too serious. She broke up with the other dude she was dating because her and her children were already living with him. And she said that she didn't feel as if he had an interest or a liking to her children. Which, you're a single mom to 2 sons. Mm-hmm. No man wants to date a single mom. And children should not be involved in dating. I don't care how y'all feel about this. Men want to date you. And once they have proved themselves to you, then you involve your children. Don't let your children, but I done told y'all this a million times, y'all listen. Now she's a single mom with 2 kids and she does pretty well for herself. I don't think she really need no help. She said she was making about $90,000 a year and her car was paid off. I mean, as a single mother, that's a lot, okay? Like you could make a lot shake with a paid off car as a single mother. Now, I'm pretty sure on her dating profile that she mentioned that she has kids. Your dating profile should never say anything about you having kids. You should not be bringing up that you have kids until you've been dating someone for at least 2 to 3 months. Unless y'all both have kids and they bring it up first, you should not be bringing up that you have kids to somebody who does not have any kids until you know that this is something more serious than a hookup and y'all are talking about a relationship. Anyway, all this is to say that this girl was dating and letting multiple men meet her children. It wasn't just the one she ended up marrying. She let multiple men meet her children, which is something that I've also said in the past about boy moms and how they're more lax with their morals. They're more likely to have men in and out the house and to let their sons tag along as they date different men because they're searching for a man who is going to play that role to their sons. As soon as she broke up with the dude who didn't like her sons, she immediately called that old ass man 20 years older than her and told him she needed to move in with him. Immediately. I'm talking like within a week. And he said, the only way you're moving in with me is if you was my wife. She then proceeded to go and buy this man a wedding ring and propose to him. She got on eHarmony and saw that he was still dating and updating his profile and looking for other women. But she proceeded to accept his shut up ring when he gave it to her and decided, okay, if this is enough to go buy me a ring over a light little joke about her moving in with me.
Yo, I had to come in here real quick. This part where she's talking about him buying, about this, the trophy wife was, she bought her husband a ring. And then not only that, she's been going on dates with men and bringing them in the house and stuff like that around her 2 sons. So altogether, I think she has 4 children because she also had 2 with the guy, her husband, or soon to be ex-husband, I guess. And honey, you know, I've heard a whole lot of things about this woman and this husband. We're gonna talk a little bit about that a little bit later on, but you know, I'm just gonna say right now, I heard that he's not even really that rich or something like that. She tries to make it seem like they're really wealthy, but I think they're just regular middle class or whatnot, something like that. This is crazy. You see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Like the craziness that I be hearing online. Like, y'all can't make this up. Wow.
After a weekend, he knew this is the perfect gullible. I could be in the house with her kids and do whatever I want. Boom, target secured. She deadass said that she liked him and he was so different because he connected with her kids. He actually liked her kids and loved her kids. You dumb. Your own baby daddies don't even like those kids. The father of your kids don't even like your kids. How an old ass man who ain't never had no kids of his own and all his 50, 60 years living like your kids, he been knowing you for 2-3 weeks. She shouldn't even know your kids.
Child.
Dumb. There was a lot of red flags, even in marriage. I don't know how true this is, but I saw some comments saying that once she got married to him, before she even had them 2 other kids, the 2 and the 4-year-old, who she took to the doctor, and the doctor said that yes, he has been both of them, the 2 and the 4-year-old. Before she even had those 2, allegedly she said somewhere else that he had her 4 times before she even had those kids. So she proceeded to stay with a man who 4 times post marriage. She proceeded to keep her kids around him and then give him little girls. And while she was doing all of this, she was still making these trophy wife videos on YouTube selling y'all this lifestyle. Now that she's getting a divorce, she cannot continue to sell this trophy wife lifestyle. So her next profit will be exploiting the trauma of her kids, which is why I refuse to watch her videos. But I'm seeing so many bad takes, and I'm not finding the pity or the tears in the situation. To me, I see a mother who failed. Y'all say not to be so judgmental, but this is a mother who flat out failed, and I will always hold y'all accountable.
Who is this girl to the left? I know who this girl is to the right, but who is this girl to the left? Somebody needs to tell me what is her channel. I will go follow her, subscribe to her, give her money. I'm telling you right now, she's wise. She's giving you guys knowledge about how you should carry yourself around men. She's not lying. She's not lying. After what I heard about because I know they said that she said that because I saw on the Trophy Wife video on her channel that she basically married this guy within a week of even knowing him. She was desperate. And I hate to say this, but there is a lot of women right now. The marriage rate is low, and they are desperate. They want a ring so bad on their finger that they're going to do this. They're going to risk their kids being harmed just to have a ring on their finger. Like she stated, this girl was gullible, and that man knew that. He knew that she wanted to be married. She wanted a man so bad to the point where her children got harmed. Ooh, Lord.
Accountable, because y'all are responsible for these kids, and some little boys could have very well been being touched too, and she has not gotten them checked. She don't know what he has been doing. She don't know because she didn't give. All she thought was rich man. This is not Sheraseven fault. Sheraseven literally tells y'all, do not introduce your kids or talk about your kids to men, especially if you tricking. She wasn't even just trying to trick. She was so thirsty to get married to some old ass man and to sell this image that she did not even think about her children. Being a single mother is hard, but this is a woman who went through her own childhood, and she should have been hyper vigilant. She also said that she was a product of assault. This was a generational curse that she carried because she didn't prioritize her children over her getting into a relationship. I do agree with the sentiments that a lot of single moms should not be dating, because y'all begin to become so invested in this idea of a relationship and a marriage and this idea of a family that y'all push y'all kids to the side. Y'all kids don't want a new daddy. Y'all kids just want their mama. They want a safe environment. They actually don't want a random man coming into their house and taking over their life. Okay? You date that random man. You date that random man and leave your kids out of it. And if you're not in a position to date, then please don't put your kids at risk. Just don't. It's not worth it. Clearly, like she said, she was hypervigilant. She felt like she always had her eyes on her kids. She felt like she went to sleep and all of this was happening in her own house. And how big is the house? I'm sorry. There's no way he was doing this to a 2 and a 4-year-old. And she slept through it. And I'm not accusing her, but I'm just saying. I know soon as my man get out of bed at night and I be up, I know if my daughter get out of bed. As a mother, you feel every movement. As a mother to 4 kids, you not new to this, you true to this. A 2 and a 4-year-old room should literally not be no more. That's hearing distance, okay? 2 and 4, I leave that door open. I have to hear a 2-year-old. I have to hear a 4-year-old. My daughter just turned 5 and she still wake up in the middle of the night looking for me. I have to sleep in the bed with her. So as a mother, that's just something we do. We wake up for a midnight snack and we check on our kids. We do all of this. So too many red flags. He been doing this to both of them. And then one day you finally saw it when she was changing. She never said, "Mommy, it hurt." Like I say, I'm not accusing her, but I'm saying that she swept a lot of this shit under the rug and she ignored a lot of this shit. And that's the part of the story that's being skipped over. And the other part is that she's now exploiting this trauma and she's going to pivot into that type of content. That's what she's doing because she has to divorce her husband.
Fuck it.
But the shit, she said it happened 6 weeks ago. She said it happened 6 weeks ago. Is the kids even in therapy? Have you found a safe location while you came out with this? Have you started the divorce process? We don't know. But I don't think that's... I don't like the way she talked about the story. I don't like the way she brought it to us. I don't like none of that. And I think she need to take a lot more accountability and she need to tell every red flag she saw and every red flag she ignored if her story is truly to help single mothers. And don't blame this on high value men or dating rich men or Sheraseven.
True.
The broke dude around the corner will do this to your kids. Anybody. They target single mothers. Y'all are targets. We are targets. Leave y'all kids out of dating. Leave y'all kids out of dating. And when it do come to them dating, it's a lot of tests you could do. Like, I always tell people I'm dating, oh, you can never meet my daughter. You will have to meet her dad first. Even if her dad is not active, I would say that because a man is going to feel more threatened or more fearful if he did have bad intentions for your children, if he thinks that she has a father or a man who is going to crash out about her. So I don't care if you have to say, I got 3 brothers and they don't play about their niece. I got so-and-so in my family. I have a big village, a big family, and we take care of the children and we always watch them and I don't need your help with my kids. Make that known when you're dating a person. But you be needy and always need help and asking for help with y'all kids. It's not taking care of kids for free. They want something out of it, and it's not always you. It's not you. I don't care how nice and special and pretty and just all this you think you is. If your baby daddy's left you, you're not all that love. You're not. You're not. The husband is right there. That's the husband. Old, raggedy black man. That's him. He is black. But now I want to talk about this as well. How to level up your kids. Good moms are sexy. Stop taking advice from everybody. This dumbass literally was encouraging y'all to use y'all kids and adultify them and dress them as rich, bougie socialites to attract wealthy men. That's literally what that video was all about. She literally on here giving women advice to advertise their children and advertise being a good mom and use their children to secure wealthy men. That's the advice she had for people. That's why her whole little story not flying for me. It's just not. It's just not. I'm sorry. What you mean? Like, and never say anything about you having kids. She deadass said that she liked him and he was so different because he connected with her kids. He actually liked her kids and loved her kids.
This is why I tell women to, tell men that they first meet that they don't have children. And I know it's very dishonest and I know it's immoral, but at the same time you have to also protect yourself and your kids. And on a first meeting, I believe, it's my opinion, that a man does not need to know about your children. Don't tell people you got kids. That's the stupidest thing you can do because they start to treat you a certain way. And like I said, there's weirdos out there. Single moms need to stay quiet when they're dating. And they need to date for a long time until the man has fallen in love with them, gave them money, invested in them heavily. Then when she deems him worthy to be serious or exclusive, then she can tell him, there's something that I haven't told you yet. If you're going to bring somebody around your kids, you got to get the background checks. You got to get all that stuff. And plus, if you have young kids, you really shouldn't be out there anyway trying to bring people around them. If that child is not old enough to fight or somebody or to dial 911, you shouldn't be bringing any strangers, men or women or strangers around them anyway. I don't do that. I don't even let people babysit my kids. If it's a family member like your grandma or something, yes, but like I don't let strange people around my kids. That's crazy. I would never do that. I'm too much of a mother. Okay? You can date several guys, get the bag without them never ever meeting your children or never even knowing you have kids. Do you know how many women do this? Do you know how many women date and get the bag and the men don't even know they got kids? Sprinkle, sprinkle.
Okay. Let me know. So
This woman to the left, she dropped a lot of knowledge for the women out there who are single moms. I have been saying this for a long time because I have seen women do this, but like the girl said to the left, a lot of y'all don't listen. Y'all are too quick when y'all go on these dates, and I hear my friends too. They done it have too. Some of them, they'll immediately start telling these men all their business. You do not need to tell somebody who you're dating. I've said that too. All your business about you, what's going on with you, because they're trying to find something that they can use against you later to make you more vulnerable. I had a friend who she was getting ready to get real serious with this guy, and she told him that she had a daughter. He wanted to meet her daughter way too bad, with so much. He wanted to meet her so bad, and I'm sitting here in the back of my mind was I hope she didn't went along with it, but she did it. So I know this for a fact that this is a problem with women who have kids. I mean, well, even, and I'm gonna say this too, even when you have, like they say, the child needs to be older to call for help, but you still need to be careful of who you bring around your kids. You still need to be careful. Also, you cannot blame the sprinkle woman. She already been giving y'all advice already about how if y'all listening to her, you can't blame this woman. From what I'm seeing, the trophy wife was trying to copy her. She was trying to give y'all some facade, something that wasn't even real. She was giving y'all an illusion. The sprinkle woman basically said you're not supposed to, be careful how the way you date when you have kids. This is nothing new. Everybody knows this. When you have kids, older or young, you need to be careful how the way you date when you date men. It's a reason why they want to be with you so quickly and so fast, especially if you have kids. It's a reason why you need to be careful. So I'm glad I picked this video. I thought because this YouTuber, she always picks the right video, but I need to find out who that girl was at the beginning. Let me know. So I'm gonna play a little bit of the video. I don't know if I play a clip of the video at the beginning. I might, because I do need to make sure that I give a warning before I talk. But I am going to play just a warning. It's really gruesome what she talks about. But here's a little clip. Like I said, please go to her channel to watch the whole video.
Where to start? 6 weeks ago, I was changing my daughter, my 4-year-old daughter, and I noticed that when I changed her, she was red and very sensitive. And immediately, my first thought was, did someone touch her? Oh God. Gosh. So I asked her, I said, baby, did somebody touch you? And she ended up saying it was Daddy.
All right, so this person says the new trophy wife always made videos about her magnificent life, and husband finds out her husband essayed their 2 daughters, sending to her and her children, prayers. Someone says she needs to show proof that probably got another and her, and she mad and saying these things. She is 4 and you're changing her. Do you not bathe her every day? If he did this, he needs to be put away for life. I hate people that shame victims. Nothing add up. So I guess he's been marring her over the course of the relationship, because ain't no way great happens 4 times only then stops. All this social media talking about you ain't shoot him, he would have been a goner. That was what a lot of people are saying is allegedly some people, they kind of don't believe this because this was 6 weeks ago, and some people actually looked up her information, and looked up her husband information. They found out the name and everything, that he hasn't been arrested. But that's why I said the numbers, pay close attention to the numbers. She said this happened 6 weeks ago. This video came out 5 days ago on YouTube. So what people are talking about is, at the time I'm doing it right now, because this is November the 21st at 3 a.m. in the morning. I want people to know that this is what people are thinking, that something is up with the story. It doesn't make any sense. We're going to get into more of that. We're going to get into more details on that as well. So I want you guys to kind of like, look at this channel a little bit. So I want to talk about the channel. So she has 60,000 subscribers. She hasn't uploaded in 8 months. Her channel was created, I believe, in 2023, January 21st, 2023. And then she uploaded this 5 days ago, I Married a Monster. So if you go to her link, this kind of give you like a little bit more background on her. She has a whole website about, being the new trophy wife, coming soon, dating tips, manifestation, family, image, and style. Like she really was pushing this thing. Like she really was trying to be the next sprinkle. So you can tell, or somebody, because y'all know they all want to come on here and brag about how they got a good husband, a perfect husband and whatnot. So they all want to come on here and do that. Just to let you know, she has a TikTok. She actually took her picture down. I think she doesn't want nobody finding her. I watched just one, just listening to her, because I am gonna play a video off of YouTube. But yeah, she's been on no, actually I'm sorry, that's TikTok acting up. This is her picture. Please don't go bother her, because she done been through a lot. This is what I found very interesting, was she was actually putting a price on this, y'all. So as I was going through her Facebook account, she has a 24-hour flash sale, 50% off 1-hour coaching calls. Use code /50. This was back March the 7th of this year. Yeah, she was selling this, y'all. Like she was about to make a profit off of it. She can if she wants to, but I just want to let you know, she really was trying to make a profit off of being the trophy wife. Now, I want you guys to listen to her video single mom to spoiled housewife in less than a year. She's gonna tell you when she gets married. This I'm gonna talk about this later on, so pay close attention to what she said. Everybody already mentioned the weeks she got with this guy within a week, and she was already with another guy living with another man with her 2 sons. So she sound desperate. So let me play this video for you guys.
Welcome back to the new trophy wife. Today I'm going to be sharing my story with you guys about how I went from being a single mom to a spoiled housewife in less than 1 year. And you can too. So I had my first child when I was 17 years old. I intentionally got pregnant with my boyfriend at the time and basically turned into a child raising a child. A few years later, had my second child. So after having 2 children and being a single mom, I think that my self-esteem was definitely low. I didn't know that at the time, but if I think back about the kind of men that I was choosing, it definitely was a reflection of my lower self-esteem. I think that growing up, I was not taught the kind of men that I should be looking to attract and be in a relationship with. My mom drilled into me, oh, go with the man that's going to be the best breeder. And I think society drilled into me to go after the thug, the street dude, the swag type dude, or whatever you want to call it. But neither one of those was the best approach to going about dating and attracting a husband. So after having my second child, I was working hard. I was making really good money. I think I was making about maybe 90K at the time, which for me as a 24-year-old woman was good. I thought I was doing good. I had my own plates, I owned my car, I was very self-sufficient. All about the mindset of, oh, I can do it by myself, I don't need a man, as so many.
Did you guys hear what she said? How much money she was making? She was successful. After I don't know if she was with somebody currently, but we did find out that she was with someone. And she was already in the mindset of saying that she didn't need a man. Why didn't she just kept with that mindset until she meet the right one? Because evidently she didn't meet the right one. She also, this is another thing too, I try to tell women and men, be careful of when you are dating someone. If you have a nice paying job, a car, and a place, they love people like that because then they can kind of use you for whatever you got, and that's man or woman. Don't let people know how much money you're making and where you live at. And that's another thing too. Don't let nobody know where you live at, what kind of cars you drive, because they're observing every single thing that you're doing. But let me continue playing the video.
Many of us modern women say, I can do it all by myself. And I soon realized after one Christmas of it just being me and my 2 boys that I wanted a family. I wanted more for myself. It felt so lonely and it was sad. It was really sad. And it was, I'd say, one of the lowest points in my life. And I realized that I don't want to do this on my own. I don't want to raise these boys on my own. I want a family. I want someone that I can love, someone that loves me and my children. And after that was when I decided that I was going to change the kind of men I was dating and what I was attracting. One of my sisters at the time had told me that I should create an online profile, and I was so against doing that because I was like, well, online profiles are only for people that are desperate, and I look good, I'm not desperate, I don't need to, I can find a man just going out and Um, I was against it at first. And I think I also had a skewed version of what a high value man was at the time as well. I thought that a good mate or the man to go after was the one with the super nice car and a stack of money and the jewels and the chains on with the swag. Like, I thought that was the man that I should be going after, but that was definitely not the type of man that I should have been going after. And I learned quickly that just because someone looks like they have it together does not mean that they have it together. And typically, the things that that person is probably doing to get money is not sustainable and probably not something that you would want to be involved in. And after learning quickly that everything that glitters is not gold, I happened to come across Sheraseven on YouTube, and she completely changed my life. And she basically taught me what a high value man is and what to look for when trying to find a husband. So I ended up taking my sister's advice and signing up for eHarmony. Yeah, she recommended Match, but in my spirit, I felt eHarmony. I don't know why. It's just something told me to do that one. So I ended up signing up for eHarmony. I created a profile, and I think the second person that I matched with was the man that I'm married to now, my husband, my wife. And it was very different. My husband and I have a 20-year age gap, and he was not the first older man that I dated. I actually dated someone like 10 years older than me, and that was just a bust. A lot of people have told me that I'm very mature for my age, so someone 10 years older than me just wasn't a big enough age gap for me to vibe with. It just wasn't, yeah. And so when I met my husband, I knew right away almost, and people say that, but it was definitely true. I know it sounds cliche. Just from our first date, it just felt natural. I felt like I just had known this person already. It was so comfortable. So we went to a really nice seafood restaurant, and it was great. It was an amazing first date. And mind you, I think we both were kind of just dating different people at the time. And that's definitely something that I recommend if you're looking to, find a husband, is not just dating one person at a time. It's not good to put all your eggs in one basket, but we had a great first date, and I think he ended up asking me to be his girlfriend on the first date, and I said I would think about it. I know that the universe guru talks about how you shouldn't fall into the girlfriend trap, and it was kind of something that I just intuitively knew, like, I'm not just gonna agree to be your girlfriend just after meeting you, because I know that you just want me to be your girlfriend so that you can get in my pants. So I didn't agree, and we both were, we were talking, but then for some reason we kind of stopped talking for a little while. And we both were dating other people and doing our own thing. And then I had gotten into a serious relationship with somebody, and I ended up falling for the girlfriend trap. But that guy had really been investing a lot into me and doing a lot for me, so I kind of felt like I had to agree to be his girlfriend, because he asked me multiple times, and I finally agreed. So after me and him broke up, well, let me rewind. So me and him ended up breaking up because he just didn't really vibe with my oldest son, who was 5 at the time. I could tell that he was really just putting up with my kids. He didn't really embrace them. Um, sometimes, we as mothers can tell like someone's just being nice to our kids for the purpose of being with you, and they're not necessarily invested in your kids themselves. And that's what I felt like from him. So it just didn't feel good. It didn't feel like a family, the kind of family that I was wanting. So I ended up breaking up with him, and we were living together. I know. We were living together, and I just like packed all my stuff and left. And it was crazy because the next day, my husband, my now husband, reached out to me and was like, "Hey, how are you doing?" And I told him, I just got out of a relationship, and I kind of told him a little bit about why. And he was telling me like, "Oh, those are my boys," and he had genuinely really connected with my kids, and he was not the kind of man that was just being nice to them to get to me. Like, it was very genuine, and that was one of the things that I really loved about him. That was something that stood out about him versus the other men that I had dated, was he really embraced the fact that I had children because he wanted children. And so, he was talking, my lease was going to be ending very soon, which is why I had went ahead and moved in with my person that had became my ex. We started living together, and I told my husband, I was like, "Hey," it was so embarrassing to admit, but I was like, "I need a place to stay because my lease is ending, and I just broke up with my boyfriend, and maybe even if it's just like for a couple weeks, it's okay. Just while I look for, somewhere else, because I hadn't planned on needing to find somewhere else." And he was saying, "Well, if you're going to live with me, it's going to be as my wife, not as my girlfriend." And I was like, "Well, how spontaneous are you?" And he laughed and he said, "Very spontaneous." So then I was like, "Right." So we started entertaining the idea of getting married, like, immediately. And I, didn't want to get my hopes up. So I just said that, he's saying all these things, but I'm going to see what action that he takes. And so I had just got paid, and I was like, "Okay, we seems like we're really talking about seriously entertaining the idea of getting married. So I'm going to go and get the wedding ring." We were talking about getting married like the next week, and he was out of town in Colorado, so we hadn't seen each other.
So the woman who was talking earlier wasn't lying. That's why I want to play these videos so you guys can see. The people are not lying about her, because keep this in mind. She's going to come back later on and say she didn't marry the guy within a week. So the people were spreading rumors about her because she realized she was getting backlash because people are upset that she put her kids in harm. People feel more sorry for her kids, not her. I want to put that out there. They feel more sorry for the kids, not her. She made a lot of dumb decisions. She look like I state. Look how the way she's moving in and out so quickly from one man to the next. She's not even letting herself heal at all. She's not the only one that does this. A lot of people does this. They don't heal. They go running into another relationship immediately. But this girl went in there 200 miles per hour into the next relationship. You need to give yourself at least a year to heal, to get yourself together. And then you can go back out there and date. This fool here, immediately, she was already on a website looking at other men while she's staying with her ex. Like, you can't make this up.
This is all talk over the phone, over FaceTime. So I went and got his ring. I think I paid like $300 for it. It wasn't like a super flashy ring like the one he has now, which is completely a lot better. But I went and got his ring, and the next time we talked on FaceTime, I was like, "I did something." And he was like, "What did you do?" I was like, "I got your wedding ring." So he was like, "No, you didn't. Show me." So I showed him. I said, "Yeah, I actually did it. I don't know if you were really being serious, but, we're talking about getting married." So I had a really bad habit of like spending money. And I was like, if I don't get the ring now, then I'm not going to get it. So I went ahead and got it. And that put the fire under him to, I guess, really go and look for my ring. Well, let me rewind. So then after that, I think it was like the next day, somebody told me to go online and check my eHarmony profile. So I went on there and I saw that he had updated his picture, and I was like, oh no, this dude is playing around. Like, I'm glad I didn't spend a whole bunch of money on this ring. Like, he was just playing. And I screenshotted it and sent him a picture, and I said, it doesn't seem like we're on the same page, so yeah, I'm done with this. And he texted me, he was like, or I think he tried to call me and I didn't answer. And he texted me and he was like, no, um, I'm serious. I am going to marry you, in caps. And I think that evening he like ended up going and buying my ring. Um, yeah, he went and bought my ring. And the ring that he got me is not the ring I had now. He It was a nice ring, but it wasn't nearly as big as the rock that I'm currently sporting. But when he showed it to me, in my head, I said, it's not about the ring, it's about the marriage. And I definitely think that that's something that you ladies should keep in mind, is that if a man is going to propose to you, don't make it about the ring, because that can really turn a man off and make him think.
I had enough. I'm done. Y'all can go see the rest. First of all, she proposed to him first, which this is a huge debate online about should the woman propose to the man? It should be the man proposing because he's supposed to fall in love with you, like the sprinkle sprinkle woman said. This man didn't even have enough time to fall in love with her at all. At all. He wanted something from her. And he got it for the price of her kids. You see what I'm saying? I don't even feel sorry for this young lady. And then she tried to make it seem like she's following in the footsteps of Sprinkle Sprinkle Woman. No, you're not. You're doing the complete opposite. She told you the red flags and you just ignored them and you just ran from one man to the next. And this is what I'm saying. Women, there's a lot of people out here, they want, well, women running from one man to the next. And then they're trying to say that they're taking good advice from people online. You're really not even listening to what the people saying. Like the young lady said earlier, a lot of y'all don't even listen. What's the point of even talking or sharing this woman's story? A lot of y'all don't listen. So I'm gonna play this video right here. She claps back at a lot of people saying that there's misinformation about her, even though she tells her whole entire life on social media that she's, she found the right husband, she's living her best life. But let me play this video for you guys.
Okay, so it looks like ISIS just made a new post on her community tab where she's responding to some of the backlash that she has received. She's also responding to the name calling that SHERA did. So definitely check out her most recent post. She does also state that she did run a background check on her husband. They dated for 6 months prior. So she just gives a little bit more of the backstory. But what do you all think? I think that she's telling the truth above all. I don't think she would lie about something like this. So yeah, I'm still team ISIS. Okay, so it looks like.
Okay, so let's read this. So it says, I'm so tired of misinformation. My daughters are his biological children. This could have happened to anyone. Also, I like how she said this could have happened to anyone. If you're thinking smart and didn't run into the relationship, then no, I don't think that could have happened to anyone. But anyway, I might be wrong. Somebody might cuss me out in the comments. But anyway, let me read on. So also, I knew this man for a 6-month period before I became his wife. Okay. Yes, I ran a background check. I'm not stupid enough to date online without one. He had no prior charges other than someone's speeding tickets. I saw every speeding he ever had before I agreed to go on a first date. My dating profile said I had no children. I never married for money. I married because he pretended to have all the same values as me. I married to build a family on a solid foundation. He never showed signs of being a pedophile. But yes, I take the blame. Other there's other content creator who has two daughters by her husband, their biological father. Would she would she also be dumb pick Misha if her husband did the same to their daughter? Shame on you, shame on you. What did she said here? Am I misunderstanding something here? Because she said 6 months. It didn't sound like 6 months. It sounded like a short period of time that she got married. She was already in a relationship with one guy, and then she went into another relationship with another guy. So that's not 6 months. So did you dated this guy while you was with your ex? Is that what you're saying? So you were cheating on your ex with this older man? I mean, kind of cheating because you can cheat without having sex with someone. If you're already lusting for them and you're already looking at them in a very sexual manner, or you want to be with this person, you are already cheating on them. So what does she mean by a 6 month period? Then she said here about she didn't have him around her kids like that uh at first. My dating profile said I had no children. I have no clue if that's true or not. I have no clue. It was something else she said here about the children, because she even said that she had him around her kids, because they said that's what she does. She has these men around her kids so quickly and so fast. Let me read a comment. And this person said they team ISIS. She married a guy after 6 months, was wishlist advertising herself as a trophy wife training. Her story is horrifying. I feel incredibly sympathetic for her and all her kids. But to be honest, she should have been much better as a parent. But at least she rescued those two little girls from her. From oop, excuse me. But to be honest, she should have been much better as a parent. But at least she rescued those two little girls from their Lucifer. She also said he raped her 4 times, so I don't understand how she couldn't just forget about that. Marry him, have his children, which are girls, and it never crosses your mind that he could just do this to your children or someone else. I'm confused as to why she said her dating profile said she had no children. She had 2 sons, but she stated herself. See what I'm saying? I don't see it. So this is what I'm saying. A lot of people are not having pity for her because she did this to herself. She ran into the relationship. She has plenty of video stating this. I just showed you guys a video of where she rushed into this relationship. She was already in one relationship going into another within weeks, getting married. She didn't marry this guy 6 months ago, 6 months later. Also, this woman here, her name is Sunday Omani. Be sure to go subscribe to her. I'm gonna play some of this video for you guys because I want you guys to see that this she also has a GoFundMe. I'll briefly read over her GoFundMe. All right, so yeah, here you go. She has a GoFundMe. This lady here has been doing a lot of research on this whole incident because a lot of people want to know if this is real or not. Because, like I stated, this happened 6 weeks ago. I believe that this happened to her, but um, we're gonna talk about that later on about the husband. Okay, so she has a GoFundMe. I'm gonna play half of this so you guys can hear for yourself as to what's going on with this GoFundMe and is the husband arrested or not? Yes, this is the question that people are asking about the is the husband arrested or not?
Now, when the new trophy wife uploaded this video that's gone viral, that now has over 1 million views, called I Married a Monster, I saw it as soon as she uploaded. I have been following and paying attention to the new trophy wife for a long time. I love the fact that she was for family. I love the fact that she was, talking about her Christian faith as well. She seemed like a very loving young woman that, loved her children. She also praised her husband for being such a wonderful husband as well on her platform. And she talks a lot about being a single mom that, changed her life, changed her mindset, and was able to get a provider man in her life that she really respected as well. So she shared a very tragic, just very sad, shocking video on her YouTube channel. And after I watched her video, which is this video that she has here, she has it posted on her GoFundMe that she just recently created as well, um, asking for the public to help her. And she said that her husband um, did some inappropriate things with their 2-year old and 4-year old daughters. This is his biological daughters. And she was a mother of 2 before she met him. And she had 2 boys, and then they have 3 children together. She had a baby about, I think, like 5 months ago, 6 months ago. She had a newborn. So she's a mother of 5 now. So she has 3 boys and 2 girls. The newborn is a baby boy. So, anyway, I just wanted to share with you that when I saw the video, I believed her. I believed her. I believed what she was saying because it takes a lot of courage to come on social media, especially on a platform where you have been praising your husband and teaching women as well who want to learn from you. And she was also doing, I think, like a consultations that she was also doing for her YouTube subscribers as well. And she had a website as well that she launched where she was working closely with her clients as well. So I thought that this was something that she was committed to doing in her life. And she wanted other women to prepare to be a wife just like her. And so, anyway, when I heard what she shared on the video, I felt really bad. And at that moment, no one was talking. No one was talking about her. And I'm not going to be the first one to talk about this lady's situation. I saw the video as soon as she uploaded it because I'm a subscriber of the new Trophy Wife. So that's why I saw it. And at that time, she only had like 17,000 subscribers or 14,000 subscribers. I forget. Something like that. So as soon as she uploaded, I saw the video. I wasn't going to talk about it. The reason why I wasn't going to talk about it is because I just felt like, what is there to talk about? I can't talk about this lady's story. This is very sad. This is very brave of her to come forward and to share such a story. By the way, I'm just choosing my words carefully regarding what she stated in the video. You're going to have to go on her YouTube channel and watch the video because, YouTube, you can't say certain words, and I just don't want to say what she said that her husband did to their biological daughters. I don't want to say that. But I believe her because no mother will come online and share such a story. Okay. And I feel bad that this happened to her. I wish this didn't happen to her or her children. I wish that this didn't happen to her because she really had good intentions. It appeared on her platform. She wanted other women to also be in her position. And for her to come out, she also, I think, felt like she was disappointing her followers as well. But again, like I said, I just like the fact that she was all about family. And yeah, that was all. I like the fact that she was about family and she spoke highly of her husband. But anyway, he was a monster. And I believe that as well. So, anyway, this is what the new trophy wife said. Okay, she said, "Thank you all for the support." This is after her video reached 1 million views. She says, "Thank you all." And by the way, I think she has over 60,000 subscribers now. So she said, "Thank you all for the support. I can't begin to express what it's meant to us. And for those of whom wonder why I did this, I was left with no other option. If you feel compelled, please donate to helping us start over. Anything helps." Then she sends a link to the GoFundMe and she says, "God will get the glory." Okay. And then people started asking her, "Why are you asking us to send you money? You're a trophy wife. Did you not have any savings? You said that you made $90,000 before you got with your husband. Did you not have any money saved at all? Why are you asking the public to give you money?" Then this was the trophy wife's response. Her name is Isis, by the way. Isis says, oh, by the way, some people were calling her a liar as well. And were saying, why is she still continuing to protect her husband, but has, images of her children on social media and their names, but she has not shared her husband's name or information or images or anything like this. So she has been protecting his identity, but has exposed her daughter's information and also this tragic story of what happened to her daughters as well, that their father did to them. And so this is what the trophy wife Isis had to say. So she wrote a comment and she said, "The story is 100% true. Legal proceedings began the day we left. This man," so she doesn't name him, okay? She doesn't even say his first name, last name, nothing. She just says, "This man has left us with nothing. He's continued to attack me even after I left him by taking all money out of accounts and cutting off cards, having my car stolen." The car is a Porsche, I believe, that she was driving, that he gave her, from my understanding, if I recall correctly. She did mention that she did have a Porsche. So she's claiming that he had the Porsche stolen. She also goes on to say, "He cut my cell phone off this morning. I've had to sell stuff just to survive. This is not a game. Why do I even need to explain after he's um, took advantage of his own biological children? I would never make this up. Jesus as my witness." So she's not making the stuff up regarding the what this man did. Um, she's not making up the fact that there has been legal proceedings that are currently happening and active right now, because there was someone that went and looked into this. So in the GoFundMe, you'll find this comment here from Paula Mooney, and I went to her YouTube channel. She is someone that handles true crime stories, and she says, so she donated $100 to Isis, the new trophy wife, and she said, "I run the true crime channel," and she mentioned the name. And so she says on YouTube, I've seen the court records, so I know this is real. I'm praying for you and your children in Jesus." Was he ever arrested or just the protection order? Thank you. I've seen the divorce court info too, but I'm seeking info about his arrest, if he was arrested. So this true crime lady, Paula, sees the divorce documents, sees a protection order, but doesn't see anything regarding an arrest. So she's just trying to inquire about that part. So I'm
So yes, like I stated, people want to know, if this was true, because a lot of people lied in the past. they're fact checking and they're noticing that they don't see arrests. Like this person said that there is a divorce going through, and I went to go look up this person's channel. Go check her out. Plunder True Crime. I think she wants to do a video probably on this to be, make awareness for other women not to fall in this trap. And she says she doesn't see arrests, and that's what some people are saying. Even this young lady here too, Sunday Omani. I hope I'm not butchering her name. She has a she has an upcoming stream. And I even asked her over here. I said, "Hello, when are you going to stream or upload a video about this? Because it says your stream was supposed to start like at 6 p.m. And did y'all see when I posted that at 10:27 p.m. And it was supposed to be yesterday. Today is now November the 21st. So I was trying to wait, y'all, all night to see if she was going to stream because I wanted to see the information, but you can see it's kind of blurred out here. That court orders shall not, abuse, shall not contact, shall not enter residence. Respondent shall vacate the home. Emergency family maintenance, use and possession of vehicle, surrender firearms. So this is the case type is child abuse. So I had to reread this again. So it's out there, but he's not. I don't think is he arrested? Because it says here the new trophy wife, Ice's husband, Jeremy, not arrested or charged. He's a free man. So I'm thinking this YouTuber's trying to get more information because that's what I was trying to do. I'm like, because people are questioning up, like this man is not arrested and it's been like 6 weeks. So what is going on? Baltimore, what happened? So I hope I blur out the address if I can remember. No, that's the hearing location. Never mind. So I don't need to blur that out. But she already did all of it. Okay. So that's just the hearing location. That's not their address. Oh Lord. But yeah. So a lot of people are trying to see if this is true. I believe it's true. But as women who are, I don't have no children, but for the women who out here who are having children, they are saying that she should have did a better job of protecting her kids. And you can see where I showed the video to you earlier. She's talking about how she's going on one relationship to the next within a couple weeks. She married this guy within a week. Because that's literally what her thumbnail said. Let me show this for you guys. You want proof. So this is her channel right here. This kind of going through it. And it says it right here. Married in a week. So she is lying, but I don't think she's lying about what happened to her kids. But she did lie. She said that she didn't got married. She knew him for 6 months. But she said she married in 1 week. So is it 1 week after the 6 months? Because you didn't clarify that in this video, honey. You didn't. So, and this is the tips that she was given. And so I did hear people, like I said, I heard people say that she did watch Kevin Samuel, probably because she was going to make this video right here. Men versus women. That's probably why she watched Kevin Samuel videos. It's given, or housewife, avoid these mistakes. Honey, you made the biggest mistake of your life with your kids. I really do feel sorry for the kids. I know people might feel sorry for her. I actually don't, because she put her children's lives in jeopardy. She could have had babies with somebody else that she knew for a very long time. And I know y'all gonna hate me for this. I'm against, online dating. I'm not for it. I hear nothing but horror stories of people marrying certain people, like we're hearing right now. That's all I ever hear is horror stories. I've never heard of people saying they living happily ever after online dating. I'm not for it. I'm against it. You can hate me if you want to, but I don't care. But like I state, so I actually didn't want to put this part in. I want to put in the online dating part. But before I put in the online dating part, because this is where she found her husband from, there is a video. I believe this girl, her name is Old Nia Baby. She posted this. And they said she was pretty much completely ignoring her child, allegedly. This is all allegedly from TikTok. That her child was saying ow and all this other mess in the background. She ignored her daughter. So let me play this video for you guys. So, warning, discretion. Just want to let you know.
But, there's that saying, when you get sick and tired,
But you know, there's that saying, when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, that's when you'll make a change, and that's very true. So it's just all about whenever you have the courage to do that. Sorry if my house is noisy in the background. I don't know how much you all can hear, but there's so many of us that it's just like that. So if you hear stuff in the background, just act like you don't. What else do y'all want to talk about? I don't even know what to talk about. I'm just kind of on here answering questions if y'all want me to. I'm talking about a bunch of nothing. Child's father, that's something that a lot of women do because they ultimately want to keep their family together. And I was in that place twice before finding my husband. And it is not easy when you have children with somebody to walk away, but sometimes it's healthier for the child for that relationship to end than, you know, keeping them in a toxic environment. So that's what I'll say about that. You just have to pray for the courage to, you know, do what God needs you to do. If that's walking away, then walk away. Especially if y'all aren't married, then it's like, you know, why hang on? But I definitely understand it being hard because I stayed in situations much longer than I had to because I had children in those situations. So I understand the struggle of that, definitely.
So let's read these comments over here. It said, at the first ouch, I would have been teleported to that room. As soon as I hear my kids cry or even say ouch, regardless of if a dad is there, I'm gonna go check and see what's going on. There is no way this lady ignored her child. I think that she means child. She ignored it. She absolutely knew something was going on. Let me see what this person said underneath her. I said the same thing to go to YouTube. She confessed. She said the red flags. She's seen these things about him that she didn't like, but she was after money, that not revelation. Remember, I played the video for you guys at the beginning of this video where she said the man raped her 4 times. She didn't see anything wrong with him raping her. You know, I understand you married to this man and you have a boyfriend or whoever, but if you tell someone no and you don't consent to having, you know, sexual intercourse with them, that is great. Yeah, so she said that at the beginning of this video. Reason I always say, what happened? Are you okay? Until I get a response or immediately go check. I won't allow anything to happen to them when I endure enough for all of our lifetimes. So, like when someone here said, she knew something was up because she said that he forced himself 4 times on her.
I just started to see a few things that I didn't like, but I honestly thought that some of these were things that I could get past. It's like sad to even say like I could get past some of these things.
And that's why I played the video at the beginning for you guys, because I want you guys to know she saw the red flag. She didn't care. She didn't did anything. And not only that, she hopped from one bed to the next. That's basically what she did. She went from one relationship to the next. She was a serial dater. And then you want to give advice to everybody on how to be a trophy wife? You're sitting here giving advice, and look what's going on in your own home. Also, I want to bring out something about online dating. If I scan, there's years and years of worth of online dating. They tell you to be careful. I'm just gonna scan. Just type in online dating is dangerous on YouTube, and Google is going to bring up so many articles of how do you need to be safe online. So if you're online and you're dating, I'm just going to scan over some things. 8 years ago, 4 years ago, some of them are 2 years ago. There's just a whole bunch of dating stories online that ended in danger.
Today, 4 people faced a judge accused accused of using a dating website to lure their victim. The Auburndale man was looking.
All right, can't wait to see that, Jamie. They're using love online to get exactly what they want, and the FBI says this is a very serious problem.
Yes, these scammers are smart and they're sophisticated. They want your bank account details, airline tickets, and in lots of cases, they're bold enough to just ask you to wire them cash. As Sandra Ali shows us, they do it all in the name of love.
It's impossible to meet people in real life anymore.
Sarah Pruner is an expert in online dating. She's been using dating apps for more than a decade.
I think that it's become harder and harder to meet someone who wants to stay committed.
The Madison Heights woman who recently turned 40 also knows all about the pitfalls that come along with trying to find love online.
It's full of a lot of people who are just, shuffling through people, waiting for that one thing to stick, but they don't really want to stick around.
Pruner has been able to spot a potential scammer online before it was too late. She's heard it all before.
They want you to feel bad for them. Almost all of them are in the military and they're off base. So that's when they will maybe ask you for money, is when I'd really like to come visit you and I have some leave, but I don't really have any money to get there.
Reuben Coleman handles these types of cases for the FBI.
It is extremely prevalent. Last year alone, I think we had roughly 18,500 victims, had a loss of over 363.
Because after tonight, everybody's going to want to fall in love. Everybody's going to hope they get the fairy tale, right? And the limo and the big ring and all that.
Yeah. Bachelor Mania is back. Many just finished watching the season 24 premiere of the hit ABC show, and it got us thinking. Dating is hard, especially in the age of social media and dating apps. It's your big story tonight at 11. Hey there, I'm Krista Fogelsong.
Thanks for watching. I'm Jeff Butero. So if you can't go on a reality show to find romance, many people try online dating sites, but you're still meeting strangers, and that's dangerous. So we're getting you more, asking these dating sites what, if anything, they're doing to vet Mr. Right. Here's Jeff Harris.
Last year, Tinder was the most popular dating app in the country, with an estimated just under 8 million users in the United States. But how can you tell a real profile from a fake one?
What kind of a connection is it when you don't really know who it is?
You've never met this person, you don't know who they are.
Dating apps like Tinder, Bumble, Grindr, and even Hinge do not screen users before they create an account. For some, they may never encounter a problem, while for others, this may create a scary situation.
People are searching for that connection so bad that they're just...
You are watching hidden camera video of a young woman risking her life for love with a stranger.
Come on into the palace.
A Crime Watch Daily undercover investigation has found that many women are playing a dangerous game of romantic Russian roulette on internet dating sites and apps like Tinder, Grindr, Bumble, Zoosk, OkCupid and POF.
You had contact earlier this morning, you moved to text, and then all of a sudden tonight she walks through the door.
Yeah, it's scary to think about.
Chris Powers, a popular online personality known for his provocative social experiments on YouTube, helped us learn just how reckless some women could be.
If you don't immediately come out of the gate looking like a creep who's, looking for trouble, then people are just very trusting.
Way too trusting for their own safety, according to online dating crime statistics that show internet predators are committing more than 16,000 abductions, 100 murders and thousands of rapes each year across America.
It was really and it still is, like the Wild West almost out there.
And here's one more disturbing stat. A staggering 10% of all known sex offenders use online dating services as their private hunting ground.
But the danger is sometimes there's very little conversation that takes place and very little background check.
A case in point in Gainesville, Florida, where our affiliate station WJXT Jacksonville reports that 27-year-old Jared Roberts was charged with raping a young woman on a blind date. That's after police had already received stalking complaints about him from women on the mega popular dating app Tinder.
Just to put it plainly, this guy is a creepy guy.
And there are a lot of...
Phone app takes a dangerous turn.
And once I got out that car, I would have felt like I might die.
Yeah, that man feared his first date might turn into his last night alive. He says he was kidnapped, carjacked, and robbed by someone that he met on a dating app. I'm Tanika Hughes.
I'm John Bachman. The victim shared his story only with Action News Jack's Bridget Matter. And Bridget, he told you he was...
So I just want you guys to know that yeah, dating online is very dangerous. You need to know how to maneuver around online without getting harmed. Here's an app. Here's an article. According to the Exodus Road, it says the dangers of online dating. It's going to give you tips on how to protect yourself and what to do and be cautious. It says, it explains why online dating is dangerous. It tells you that human traffickers are on there. Also protect your teenagers because they too can get impacted by dating online, because there is apps for teenagers to talk to people online as friends. They tell you about it tells you survivors who did got human trafficking on Tinder. Her name is Susie. No, not Susie. But it tells you a story right here about someone who got human trafficking right here. I'll read it briefly. It says, Susie is a police officer and a sex trafficking survivor. She was just 19 when she moved from Utah to California, where she met someone online. She had many dates with this man, and at one point he asked her how she was going to repay him for what he had been giving her. After this, she had appointments being set for her. This man turned from a boyfriend she met online to a trafficker who controlled her life. She said, looking back, there were several signs she has now learned to recognize. His stories didn't line up, and she didn't know any information about his personal life, such as his friends and family names, and never saw him go to work. She also never saw his other social media profiles or inquired about his family. So just some good tips down here to avoid danger. Recognizing love bomb. This is another thing too. There's a lot of love bombing going on where they want you to think that they love you and all this other mess, but they only want something from you in return. Nonstop compliments, grand gestures, just as sending gifts or money, early signs of jealousy, constant communication. It's just giving you a lot of good tips. Don't send explicit photos. Big no, because they can share it with others, make money off of it. Protect your vulnerabilities. Do your research, trust your instincts. So I'm gonna put this article down here. All these things that I post in the video, they're gonna be links down in the description to videos that I show you already. But yeah, let's get back to the original video and just wrap this up. But be sure to watch her full video over here. I wish her the best. I wish her the best, and I'm praying for those kids. She got 4 kids now. Single mom. They're making dumb, stupid decisions. And I have talked about, relationships before in the channel. I hate talking about them. I'm not a relationship channel. I hate talking about relationships because this is a very touchy subject for a lot of people. A lot of people wants to fall in love. They want a husband. They want a wife. But unfortunately, things happen to people where something like this bad happened or something worse. But to them, trying to get that husband, trying to get that wife, you want to have a happy life. But she was lonely. This is why I state, if you feel like you're lonely, go hang with your friends. Do not make a decision of going from one relationship to the next. Let yourself heal. Go hang out with your friends. Do like other people do. Go travel. People do travel vlogs, Find something to entertain yourself, because this is going to happen to you when you rush into relationships. This girl did 200 miles per hour running into the relationship, and this is what happened.
This mother who seemed to have it all, have the perfect life, have the perfect husband, found out something that is every mother's worst nightmare. So this channel goes by the name The New Trophy Wife, and it's
And it's basically this woman who her whole channel is about dating tips, how to teach women how to date and being your best self and attracting good men and being high valued women. And one of her most popular videos is her explaining how she got the ring in less than a week. She talks very highly about the man that she's with, but the reason why she went viral 4 days ago is because of the recent video she just uploaded. This woman talks about how the man that she married, who she thought was this great man, she found out that he was essaying her 4-year-old daughter and her 2-year-old daughter. While changing her 4-year-old daughter, she noticed there was redness all over her private parts, and when she asked her who touched you, she said daddy. This mother ended up taking all her kids to the hospital to get checked, and at first she thought it was just her 4-year-old daughter, but then she found out that her 2-year-old was also being essayed. She goes on to explain in the video that she was also an RAPE victim when she was younger, so she was very cautious and she was always watching her kids, so she had no idea.
And you know, you have a lot of people on here that's arguing, because this young lady here, she posted a video about she got married within a woman 6 weeks. I just put y'all don't understand. This girl Isis was lying to y'all. She was telling y'all that she was living the happy life. She bought this man a ring. She proposed to him first. She tells you that all in this video. This video right here. Single mom to spoiled housewife in less than a year. She told you everything you need to know about her. She was a phony. She gave y'all an illusion and y'all ran with it because y'all thought this was the next sprinkle. She's not. She never was. This girl went on one relationship to the next. She tell it right in this story. She didn't say 6 months. I mean, now she's saying that she said less than a year. So I'm guessing that's where she said her 6 months. But like I state, let's look at her thumbnail. This is her thumbnail. Married in 1 week. So this is 1 week of knowing the man? I'm not sure. But that's what it says. Married in 1 week. That's her thumbnail. But let me know what y'all think of this whole situation. Let me know what I missed. It was a lot to impact. I probably missed some stuff, but make wise decisions when you're out here dating, especially when you have kids. Even when you're single and you don't have no kids, and even when you're single and you do have kids, that's men and women. Make wise decision. If Risa Tisa didn't teach you nothing, let this young lady here right here teach you something. This can pretty much happen to anyone, but it doesn't need to happen to you if you're smart about how the way you make decisions in your life. What life is all about is the choices that we make. We choose to brush our teeth. We choose to take a shower. We choose to get up out the bed. We choose to go to work. We choose to cook food. So when it comes to choosing somebody for the rest of your life, make a wise decision. Get to know this person. Don't be so eager to go run into bed with them. Don't be so eager to bring them around your kids. That's all I gotta say. I know a lot of people's gonna be upset about this video, but it is what it is. But yeah, as for now, I shall see y'all later. Peace.
Fendi and Adana, Karen, they be sharing all their money, got me wearing fly. Girl, but I ain't asking. They say they love my ass and 7 G's to religion. I say no, but they keep giving, so I keep on taking. And no, I ain't taking. We can keep on taking. I keep on demonstrating my love, my love, my love, my love. You love my lady lumps, my hump, my hump, my hump. My humps, they got you.